Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say let's have some fun today. Okay, you know what will come. You know that very well. I bought me the Dior Midnight Lame palette. I'm so excited about this one, guys. I actually let you guys vote on Instagram because I really couldn't decide. Normally I decide for myself, but in this case, I couldn't decide between the Midnight Lame and the Lilac Tulle palette. And the Midnight Lame won really just by some votes, you could say. It was a very tight thing, but it won. And I'm so happy that it won because after I opened this packaging and I looked at this palette right here, you always get your protective sheet and two little brushes on the side. And as soon as I saw the color story in person, I really fell in love with this one right here. I think this is so beautiful. And if you know me, I love the color blue on my eyes and on myself. I really love blue. And that's because I was maybe between this one and the Lilac Tulle, because I was like, I have so many blue eyeshadows. But in the end, I'm really happy that this one won. And on the other hand, I really want to compare this one to my other blue Dior palettes because I want to see how close they really are, especially with my beloved Velvet Blue palette. That it's my favorite palette from Dior till this day, and I really want to see how close they are really in color story. So this will be very interesting. And what I also want to test with you, because I bought it recently, is my Chanel Lip and Cheek Balm in Red Camellia. This one is from Wuthering High. I think this is one of the lip and cheek balms that was used for Margot Robbie's look. The other one is, I forgot the name, the dark plummy one. Something with berry, I think. It was something with berry. I will insert it right here. This one is sold out everywhere. This one is almost sold out everywhere, but I could get my hands on this one. And you know what? I realized I really don't have any red cheek products in my collection. I really don't have a true red blush in my collection. So this is my first one. I already used it. It's beautiful. Here you can see with my used one how the creamy texture actually is. It's looking so beautiful, and this one I wanna test out first with you together. So not testing out, I know how it is, but I really want to apply it with you together first. And after that I want to test out with you the Midnight Lame palette from Dior. So excited. And also we will do comparisons with this particular palette because it's so beautiful. But before we will do that, I want to put a little bit blush on because I don't have anything on right now. I really saved it for the video with you. So let's put a little bit of blush on, and then after that we come to the Midnight Lame palette. I zoomed you in just a little bit closer, and we will use this beautiful balm right here. It's for the lips and the cheeks. We will do a little bit on the lips. It's beautiful on the lips. I already used it. It's like a really soft, beautiful balm, but I think where it's really shining is it's on the cheeks, because I really fell in love with this texture right here. So let's put it on. Okay, I will go in with my finger here. Look how stunning this is. It's a really true bright red. How I can make it focus like that. It's a really true bright red color. I think this is so beautiful. Hey, come on, focus camera, focus. You are there for that. Why aren't you focusing? Guys, I don't know, my camera don't want to work today with me, but here you go. It's so beautiful, so red. But on the cheeks, it's really looking like a very healthy, beautiful flush. And I want to do it a little bit like Margot Robbie. I want to really go more in the center of my cheeks and put it a little bit more downwards, so that we are achieving that look that she's wearing in the movie. And I really want to go in there. And then I'm using a clean finger and I'm patting it downwards. I initially wanted to get the berry one, but you know, after I saw that I really don't have anything red in my collection in terms of cheek products, I'm so happy that I got this one. Of course, you can use your red lipsticks, mix them a little bit with a moisturizer or something like that and create your own beautiful red toned blush, but I really love that this is of course a little bit more convenient if you have directly a red blush, but it's not a must. You really can go into your lipstick collection, and I'm sure every one of us has at least one red beautiful lipstick. So let's do the other side as well. Going first in there with a little bit more color, and then we will use the clean finger and work it downwards. It's very easy to use, and you have a good playtime. You have a good amount of time to disturb the color, to put it there where you want it to. And after that, after a while, this side already is a little bit more set. I can feel that. It will set beautifully into your skin. And what I also have the feeling with this product, I really don't necessarily need a highlighter, because it's a really moisturizing type of product, and it's also with beneficial ingredients for your skin as well. So it's really a multifunctional thing, you could say. I really love that. I want to go down my nose as well, because I feel that look right now. A little bit right here, really with the rest that I have left on my finger. You can come far with a little bit with this product. I love that. This is beautiful, and this is enough for me. You really can build it up. I also did a look where I really built this color up, and it was also very stunning. It was very there. I loved it. But now let's use a little bit on the finger for the lips. I have in the moment a little bit more drier lips because of the weather changing and everything like that. So let's see. So down here I have the red Camellia lip and cheek balm, and on the top I have nothing on. So you can see it's giving a light, beautiful flash, even though the color itself is looking very red and almost intimidating for some people, I can imagine. But on your cheeks it's actually beautiful. It's just giving your lips a light reddish flash, and a very healthy one as well. So I really enjoy that. And the same with the cheeks. I have the feeling, look, I have a beautiful light flash on my cheeks. I can, of course, do more if I want to, but if you are really going lightly in there, put it on, it will give your face a natural flash, and I really enjoy that. So I think this is everything I want to do with this product. I really love it. I also love how it's feeling on the lips. It's very lightweight, almost like a powdery type of feel when you are putting it on. And it's not too, it's just giving your lips a little bit of softness, but I still can see my dry spots. It's not like that it's really smoothing or anything like that, but it's feeling very lightweight and good on the lips. So I enjoy that. I think this is a beautiful product. I'm very happy with my purchase. I'm so happy that I bought this, because I really thought for a long time of this one. I was a little bit surprised how small it is when I got it in the mail, but you know what? It's beautiful, and it will hold up for a long time, I have the feeling, because there's much product in there. There's really much product in there. 6.5 gram of product, and I think this is, it's also weighty, I have the feeling it will hold for a very long time, and I love this color. I really want a little bit more now of this lip and cheek balm. I saw so many other colors that I thought are looking beautiful, so I will see if I will dive into them, but for now I'm very happy with the red Camellia shade, and I think it's also very beautifully pairing with the palette that I will use today with you together. So let's jump into this palette now. Let's do an eye look, and I think everything will pair very beautifully together. So I zoomed you in even closer, and I will use my NYX eye primer just a little bit. And then we will start right away. Okay, I will start with a flatter, thicker type of blending brush with this very dark gray-black shade right here. I just dabbled this brush very, very lightly in, and I will start at the outer corners. It's really like a gray-black kind of shade. I just smudge it from the outer corner to the middle portion. This already is looking very beautiful because it's a very easy shade to blend. And this as in one and done, like a little shadow on your eyes. I think this in itself looks very, very nice. I want to try to use all the colors today. It's not the last time you will see this palette on my channel. Of course it's not, but for the first impression I really want to test out all the colors with you together. Maybe I also will do a reel on my Instagram and on my TikTok for you guys with this palette right here. Not many are following me there, but if you want to, you can. You know, I want to try harder now to post a little bit more. Also posting in the moment every day my little stories, so I really try my best to be present there as well. So if you want to give me a follow right there, you can do that. I would be really happy and thankful. Okay guys, now honestly I'm dying to use this shade right here. It's with a light duochrome type of shade. Let's use a little bit on the finger. I don't know if... Okay, on the finger the duochrome is not as present, but there's a light gold type of shift in that shade. I don't know why my camera won't focus today. Like that, I think now it's focusing. There's a light goldeny shift going on. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. And I want to put it right into the middle portion and go to the front with the rest that is left on my finger. It's a beautiful light shade. I think it's looking very, very stunning. It has an icy touch to it, but with this gold reflection, it's giving an interesting pearly effect to the look. With the same brush and no product on it, I wanna blend it a little bit out again. You could totally keep it like that, but we will do more, of course. And now I will go into this beautiful blue, again with my finger. Look at this, guys. Ooh. Alone for this blue it was worth it, but this one right here is also so stunning. And I will go right into the middle portion with this one, very lightly, and with the clean finger I will just blend the edges a little bit out. Of course you can go stronger. Maybe I will do that in a sec. Of course we can go stronger, so let's do this. I will go again into this shade with this brush right here. It's a bigger type of packing brush. And now I will use this shade for my outer corners. I will go over the gray shade, because the gray shade really was just like a little base for the rest of the shades that I want to use. And now you can see it's really packing a punch now. You can really decide how strong you want to go with those shades. This color is beautiful. I love that blue. It's a very interesting type of blue. I don't have the feeling I saw Dior ever come out with such a blue shade. And again, with the other side of the brush and no product on it, I would just blend the edges a little bit. Okay, now let's go again into this blue right here with the packing brush again, because I really want to see how intense this can go. It seems like it can go very intense, so let's put it again to the front portion. And again with the other side I will just blend very lightly. Okay, and over this blue I laid down, I will go into this glitzy shade with my finger. Look at this, guys. This is stunning, and I will go to the front portion with this one as a little overlayer. Ooh, yeah. It's giving the look a little bit more pizzazz, for sure. And with the same shade, a little bit to the back portion on my brow bone area. I love that intense smoky look. Of course, you could left it right there with this grayish black with the light layer. top it off with this one and be done with the look. This would also be a very light, beautiful, soft, smoky look. But we will go out with this palette today. And let's use this gray-black again with the packing brush. And I will go very lightly to the back portion of my lower lash line. And this time I did go a little bit harder in there, so you can see now it's packing a punch. But I want to focus this one really just at the back portion. And I will soft it out a little bit with the brush again, with the blending brush, and no product on it. And now I will go to this silvery shade. It's also looking beautiful. You see, I don't use many brushes. I just use this one from Urban Decay, and I'm rotating the sides. It's that easy, and I really love that. And I will go to the front portion with the silver shade. I want to see how silver it is. It's a silver you have to layer a little bit and to go a little bit stronger into the pan to get a really strong build up, but it's beautiful. You can do it again very soft, but also very there if you want to. Going also with the silver a little bit over the black. And last but not least, with the inner corner type of brush, I will go into this toppery kind of blue and put it right into my inner corners. Okay guys, I think this is everything I want to do. I think this look came really nice, fast and beautiful together. And what can I say? I'm a sucker for blue eyeshadows. I always love my look when it comes to blue eyeshadows, and I think this is a kind of blue that I really enjoy the most. And I love how the palette is coming so beautifully together, and you really can go in different directions. You really can go very bright and beautiful all over the lid and as a one and done, you know, but you also could go a little bit more smoky and deep, maybe with those two shades or just with one of them. You can also go silver if you want to, and you can keep it very light, very ethereal, just putting on this one. So you have a little bit of a mix and match with this palette right here, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, I'm not mad about that. But now let's do quickly the lashes and a little bit of the lips. I will do something a little bit over this lip, but not too much, just something very lightly. But overall, I love how the lip is looking. And yeah, then we will be right back with the finished result and my overall thoughts. And also let's do some comparisons, because I'm very curious to how this palette will compare to my other Dior palettes. Okay guys, and here's the look out. For my lashes, I used my little sample size Dior Show Iconic Overcurl Mascara, and it's almost gone, but I really wanted to use this one for the look. And for my lips, to top the lip and cheek balm a little bit off, I used my Isa Maya lip balm in retrograde, and I think this is pairing also very nice with the blue and with my cheeks, because it's also a little bit more cool toned and everything is flowing really beautifully together. Okay guys, now to the palette. I really enjoy it. I need to play, of course, a little bit more with it, but I really enjoy my look. I think this is beautiful. It's exactly what I think of when it comes to Dior. It's not too bold. It's there, don't get me wrong, but I seen bolder eyeshadows. I'm testing out everything, you know. I'm testing also out indie palettes and everything like that. So I see bolder types of blues for sure. But for Dior, this is pretty bold. This is pretty there, pretty beautiful, but you also can go lighter in there. You can also just play with one shade, with two shades. You don't have to use all of the 5 shades in here, and you can create very different looks. Because I remembered it now, I was in store not that long ago, and I also saw the Lilac Tulle palette, and here are the swatches from the Midnight Lame and the Lilac Tulle palette right here, right now. And I thought the Lilac Tulle looked also very, very beautiful. I really forgot that I swatched them, so I want to show them to you now. and I thought both looked very beautiful. I swatched the Midnight Lame before I even got the palette in my hands, so I thought both are very stunning. So I have the feeling with the lilac tool you are a little bit more on the unique side, a little bit more on the fun side, and with the Midnight Lame you are a little bit more on the one-noted side. You know what you will get. You will get blues, but it's a beautiful blue palette. I love how calm and curated it's looking, and all the shades are individually very different, and you can have multiple different looks with those blue shades in here, you know, so I enjoy that very, very much. But now let's come to the comparisons. I really want to compare this one with the blues that I already have in my Dior collection especially, and maybe also this very, which one is it? This one, this very toppery kind of blue. I have two things in my collection that I want to compare, especially this one with. So let's waste no time and let's jump right into the comparison. Okay, let's start with my Dior palettes. I want to test the Midnight Lame against the Nightbird, and I want to see how they compare, but I can see right away the Nightbird, it was also limited edition one. It's pretty green, so I don't think I need to swatch anything, but you can see it right away. There is nothing really to compare. They are pretty different. This is more of a green palette with a hint of blue maybe, but nothing really to compare. I love this palette, by the way. I created some of my favorite looks with this palette right here, and yeah, pretty different. I don't have the feeling I need to compare them, but I need to use this one again. It's beautiful. Even looking now at it, you can see how much I dipped in there. This is a stunning palette. Okay, next one is my denim Dior palette. This one is a little bit more on the tealy side, I would say. And I also don't see anything that I would maybe this one right here with this one right here. But I can see that this is more like an aqua blue. This is more like a true light, almost neon type of blue, you could say. So there is also not much to compare. Not really. So I don't need to swatch those colors, I think, because I don't have the feeling there's anything that I could compare. But here you go. Here you can see they are pretty different and really not the same. But now to the palette that I will swatch, because this is the palette I have the feeling is really, really close to the Midnight Lame palette, and it's my Blue Velvet palette from Dior. It's the palette that came out, I think it was 2022. It's beautiful, it's stunning, and it's really reminding me so much of the Midnight Lame palette. Not so much in texture, because the Midnight Lame palette is a little bit more glittery and this one is a little bit more velvety, like the name is implying, but you can see the tones are so similar. So I will swatch now the closest tones in here. Let's see how similar they really are. So I think I will start with the gray, with the light grays in here. In the Midnight Lame's it is this one, and in my Blue Velvet it's this one. So let's test them out first. Down here is the Midnight Lame palette, and up here is the Blue Velvet palette. And I have to say the Midnight Lame palette is a little bit more gray leaning, and the Blue Velvet one has a slightly more bluish undertone to it. I don't know if you can detect it, but there's really a slightly bluish undertone to the Blue Velvet, and the Midnight Lame really just has this very grayish tone to it. So there is not really a blue hint to this color, but they're pretty close, but really not the same because of the undertone. They're both beautiful. I have to say, by the Velvet palette, I really feel the velvetiness in it, if you know what I mean. It's really soft, beautiful. The Midnight Lame palette, those colors are a little bit more on the regular powdery side, and the Velvet one is really velvety in the touch. So yeah, but here you go. And now let's compare, I would say, this blue shade right here with this blue shade right here. I think they are pretty similar looking. Similar, so Up here again you have the Midnight Lame, and down here you have the Blue Velvet palette. They are pretty similar. Maybe in the Midnight Lame there is a little bit more of a light shift, like I said. But overall, I think on the eyes you wouldn't be able to detect the difference right away. But there's a slight difference to them. So they're also not the same, but they're pretty similar, I would say. You really can see that in the Midnight Lame there is a slight light shift to it. But overall, they are looking very similar. And this is my favorite shade in the Blue Velvet palette. So if you want something similar, the Midnight Lame will give it to you. Now let's compare the grays. Here you have this deep gray in the Blue Velvet palette. And here you have this almost very silvery type of shade in the Midnight Lame. So let's see how close they really are. Okay, again, I think you can see right away that the Midnight Lame down here, it's really a silver shade, a little bit more glittery, a little bit more reflective. And the Blue Velvet gray is a little bit more of a true darker gray and more velvet. So they are really not the same. You could layer them beautifully, I have the feeling though. Okay guys, I think this is everything I want to compare. I don't think that this dark blue right here will compare with this very light blue. I don't think that they are the same, so we don't need to compare them. But the three colors that I compared, they are very close, I have to say. You could create something very similar with the Blue Velvet palette if you have it already, or if you really wanted it for a long time, the Midnight Lame palette would be a nice placeholder for the Blue Velvet palette. So in texture it's pretty different, but in tone there are not too many differences. A little bit, they are not the same like I said, but on the eyes you wouldn't detect them right away, you know? So I'm just here to show it to you. What you will do with that information, it's up to you. Okay, last but not least, let's come to this toppery shade from the Midnight Lame palette. First I will put it on my finger and I will swatch it right here where I also swatch the Midnight Lame stuff. I will put it right there. I hope you can see that. It's reflecting beautifully. And now I will use the two palettes I thought immediately of where this blue shifty shade is also very present. And first it's my Chanel highlighter, the limited edition one, the Lumiere the Ocean palette. It's this one right here, but I can see also right away there is a very strong purple shift as well to this highlighter. So I don't think it will be a one-on-one dupe, but it will be maybe a little bit close. So let's watch it. It's definitely on the chunkier side. It's not as smooth as the color in the Dior palette, but I will swatch this on the other side. So here you go. I think you can tell this is the Midnight Lame shade and this is the Chanel highlighter. And the Chanel highlighter is definitely more on the purple side. There is a strong purple rosy shift to it. And the Midnight Lame shade is really that true blue. So it's really not the same. And the other palette is my Pat McGrath. Subliminal palette. It's this one right here. Beautiful, and I really thought of this toppery glittery shade right here. Those shades are unbeatable. Ooh, yeah. This is blue with the green shift almost. I don't think this is the same. You can't beat the old Pat McGrath palettes, but let me put this one right under the Chanel highlighter. Yeah, this is also a different type of blue, I would say. It's very hard to show those toppery shades and their differences, but the Pat McGrath has really more of that purple blue shift, and the toppery shade from the Dior palette really has this very light bluish reflect to it. So also not the same. So I would say they are all very different in shift and in tone. They are not the same. And yeah guys, let's end this video here. I need to wash my hands, and I just wanted to show you those two things that I got for myself. Love them both. I think the palette I used the first time with you together today, and I really like it. I think it's a beautiful color story. It's exactly what I wanted from Dior, what I thought when I saw this palette, and it's just beautiful. I need to play more with it. I will play more with it in the future, but as of right now, I'm very amazed with the colors and with the color story. And for the lip and cheek balm in red Camellia from Chanel, I love it. I want more. I really want more. I love my cheeks right now, and it's holding really the whole day. I headed to work, and when I got home at night, it still was beautiful looking and there. So I really like this little tube, and I really want more because it really got me, I have to say. It really got me, and I also love the color. I love this one. Love my two little new things that I have in my collection. Will continue to use it, maybe also in a reel, but yeah. As of right now, I'm very happy with both of the things. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. You know the drill, you know what will come. If you like this video, I would be really happy if you give me a thumbs up, that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. We will see each other in my next video, and until then, bye guys.